Welcome back, everybody. This is Dale, and we are back in Hytale. Now, I know the last few episodes have been kind of a slow burn with progress. We've been exploring a lot, seeing what the world has to offer, but today I really want to get to building. So what we're going to do early on is we're going to gear up, we're going to go out, we're going to get everything we need to get our upgrades, and then I think what we plan on doing is filling our space with a brand new build. So let's get our pickaxe going and replace this old copper one. We're going to get ourselves the backpack upgrade so we have more room. And I think, yeah, we got our new sword. I think to use this, we use it like an item. Yeah, there we go. So our capacity is increased by 9. Let's see. Toggle it on. I think we're ready. Let's get it. Okay, just wanted to jump in real quick here. Let you all know, really easy gathering for cobalt and gold. Let's go into these little mountains with the snow on them. You'll find yetis all around. It's the perfect spot. You can see them on the sides of the mountains pretty easily when you're at the top. And if you're on the map, you can actually see the little dots for where those nodes are, and you can just run straight to them. So, little trick there, make your life a little bit easier. It definitely made mine easier today. While we're waiting for our leather to finish up, I am going to make an Arcanist workbench because I'm pretty sure this is the thing that's going to let us get our teleporters, which would be amazing because the map is huge. I've been all over the place and I could use some quick travel. So yeah, here we go. Perfect. So we need to get some Azure kelp, and I have the logs. They're just in a different chest, so we should be good there. All right, I'm going to make a few of these. Might go traveling around a little bit more, gather up a few more resources, and then we will get started on building. Time to get some upgrades. So we're going to go with the pickaxe first, going cobalt, because that seems to be the best so far. We have... okay, it has less durability than thorium. Maybe thorium is the better option. Unless it's more efficient, I don't know. We'll give it a test. But then we're also going to update some armor. We are going to go chest piece cobalt. So we're currently at 149 health. I want to see what this goes up to. Because we have the thorium helmet, so we're not going to replace that yet. But we are going to replace chest, gloves, and pants. And then we'll see what our health is sitting at. So now... why are you open? And chest. 161. Okay, not too bad. Okay, we got a teleporter up, sitting outside. We made 8 of them. So I think what we can do is just set this as a home teleporter and then set down another teleporter anywhere else. Doesn't matter how many we do, and we can just set them to teleport us back here. So we don't need to have multiple laying around. We can just have the one. And we are going to go out and we're going to set up some little base camps. And then we will get building. It's finally time to start building. I've been saying it for the last 2 episodes, and now we're going to get started. You can see the portal over here we added. We have one portal out far to the north. I also, around the area, I did some terraforming. Didn't use grass yet. I just wanted to lay a foundation, give us an area to build on. And I did gather a whole bunch of resources. I'm going to try out a bunch of different blocks and test out some pallets and see what I like. I'm sure whatever we build first isn't going to be what is at the end. And I usually just do a rough outline with something like a cobblestone just to get an idea of what I'm looking at and how many blocks I'm going to need. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing in segments. So from here, our spawn point where we have all of our crafting, I do have an idea of what to do with this place. It's going to be difficult. I don't know if it's feasible. Definitely not right now, but I do have plans for this. But from here, straight out the door, there's going to be a pathway. And that pathway is going to lead us to where our house is going to be. So kind of going a little medieval, trying to make it fit the world a little bit. I do plan on building out like a whole little village thing. But where we're going right now, I was just testing out different ways the blocks kind of pattern together. Definitely not going to stay like this. I'm just playing around with it at the moment. But what we're going to have is an archway that goes between 2 separate buildings of the house that are all going to connect in one bigger area up at the top. So we're going to have one smaller building to the side here that has a walkway across a little bridge into a bigger area over here. We're going to build all of this up and hopefully it'll look great. But this is the footprint we're looking at for our first build. And again, I'm going to show you in segments. So we have this first segment down. I'm going to mess around a little bit more and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we finished the walls and I think we're changing the idea. I think we're going to make this kind of an inn and tavern. So we are going to expand pretty high and it may even come out a little bit farther with the footprint. But I kind of like where we're going with this. I'm sure I'll change it a lot, but we'll see. Okay, so we have done a little bit with the second floor. just starting to build out how the walls are going to look. I did throw these lanterns up that I found. They're not permanent. I'll try to find some other lanterns. I found these bone blocks too, and the bone does kind of like the same thing as Minecraft, where it kind of looks like a plaster wall. We threw some windows in, we tried out some fence gates and different decor things. I do want to replace these lanterns at some point. I've been building through the nights, so I needed some light. But I'd like to find something that looks a little more natural, like a normal lantern. But this is the progress so far. We'll keep going and see what happens with it. So I did find the furniture workbench finally. It does have all these different lighting things that you can build, and within the lighting is the normal lantern. So we're probably going to craft a bunch of these and we'll start using these throughout. You can also make all these different chests. This one was really cool. I liked that one. The goblin chest I might have to try out. It looks like it's open with gold flowing out. That's kind of cool. But also in here you can make all these different beds, which if we're doing an inn we might use. We have clays, and I finally realized what the flower petals are for. They're for dyeing things. You can also do that with wool, so you can make all the different colors of wool. But then the cool thing about the clay is you can make these wood cross trestle blocks with the clay on the inside, and we will definitely be using these because that's exactly the kind of detail I was looking for this thing. We also have these like miscellaneous things, kind of decoration pieces. I'm sure we'll end up using a whole bunch of these. And then some random Christmas stuff. Probably not going to be using the Christmas stuff here at the end of January. But this is the progress so far. We swapped out these lanterns. We got the second floor started. These have been giving me a problem. So these are the slabs, the vertical slabs. And then underneath, these are all slabs. I teleported away from my base and came back, and they were all gone. So I had to put them back again. So hopefully they stay this time. Because yeah, replacing those, kind of difficult. Okay, so I did want to show you guys something. This is the detailing hammer. I think it's just called the iron hammer. But what you use it for is changing the details of structural blocks just by clicking. So turn regular cobblestone into that, turn this basalt cobblestone into this detail. And it's been super helpful for detailing the stone wall. So what I wanted to do is I do have a couple segments of the wall that I haven't done yet. I'm just gonna run through those real quick, and you guys can just kind of see how I've been changing these walls. I don't know if they'll stay this way, but it has been kind of fun to tinker around with. Trying to stay more light colors and full brick blocks near the top, and then the darker ones near the bottom, just to show some like dirt and some wear and tear, with the nicer ones stuck at the top. So I'm going to run through this, I'll let you guys watch, and then we'll move on. All right, we are back with a little bit of progress, and we have our wooden crossed trestle blocks. These are the yellow ones. I think these look great, especially for above the bridge area. Building out the walls for the third floor right now. Just wanted to show what these looked like, because I do love them. I also finished this under area of the arch, so we got our temporary little staircase here to get up and down. Getting up and down was a nightmare. Added a ladder, because there is a second floor to the bridge. And this is about the height without the roof for the tower in the middle. And that's going to be the tavern area down here. And that's the progress so far. We have done a lot of work on the third floor. I think we're almost there. So tower walls are almost done. There's a section on the back wall that I haven't finished yet. But we do have all the windows in and a lot of the detailing in for the third floor. We have this little balcony overhang. It's like an outdoor seating area for the tavern side of the build. I'm looking forward to decorating all of the interior. Probably in the next episode. We have, that area not done yet. And then also I wanted to talk about these roof blocks. I don't like that the roof blocks don't blend with the block it's attached to underneath. I feel like that's a big change that could be made with that hammer, where maybe you choose for it to blend in, or maybe you choose for it to just stay the same. But for right now, it keeps whatever the original crafting block texture is for that roof type. And that gets to be a little bit painful when you're trying to change some things up with the details. Dale is taking a little sit down. He's been working very hard today. He has finished the inn and tavern. And I'm sure you'd all like to see the finished product. So, we'll get up. Break's over. Let's go take a look. So here it is. The roof is done. We have some details on top of the roof too. We used some iron bars and some stairs to kind of create a nice little decoration up there. One thing that I did definitely want to mention is these builds seem to cater more towards like a 2-block center instead of a 1-block center like a game like Minecraft would be. Roofs attach better when you have a 2-block center. They'll attach perfectly. So for these, I had to get a little creative. There may be a better way for me to have connected them. I'll test that out in the future, but for now, this is what we have. And we will, in the next episode, detail a bit and complete the interior. There she is. So y'all, thanks for joining me. I'm glad we could finally get building. I'm looking forward to building out the entire village in the near future. But if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, comment. It'll help us out a ton. And if you're looking forward to seeing the rest, we'll see you back here soon. Thanks so much, everybody.